My kids just helped me pick up this 03 YZ450F yesterday for 900 bucks. So if you want to see how I troubleshoot bikes, or if you want to let me know a better way to do it, I'm all for learning more. So the first thing is that it only started when spraying some starter fluid on the air filter. Which is what the seller told me. I tried kicking it like 15 times without doing that, didn't start. Then first kick after spraying starting fluid on it, it fired right up. It didn't really want idle, I had to give it some throttle and then it died out. So I already looked inside the engine with a borescope through the spark plug hole. It looked pretty good, a tiny bit of scoring, but it still has good compression, so I don't think that's the problem. I haven't checked the valves yet, but we're going to start with the carb. I'm going to pull the float bowl off and check the pilot jet, see what it looks like in there. But before I open up the carb, did notice that this hot start lever is not moving, and that's not right. So the hot start is only for when the engine is hot. So it pulls on this cable here. It opens up a little valve to, I believe, just allow more air into the carb to lean out the air-fuel mixture to make it easier to start when the engine is hot. But if this is seized in there, like maybe it's stuck open, that would mean that it's allowing too much air at all times, making it harder possibly to start when the engine is cold. So I need to figure out why that's stuck in there before we even do anything with the jetting itself. As I suspected, I got the threads off, but I'm trying to pull this out and it's stuck in there pretty good. Hopefully I don't ruin the threads here. Wow. Woo. Oh, I think I got it. Woo. Oh my goodness. Alright, see all that crud on there? Looks like aluminum corrosion. So the seller said that he brought this to a supposed mechanic to get the carb cleaned. I don't know what the mechanic did, but I don't think they did a very good job because this is not working properly. It looks like they left water in there, like they didn't totally dry it out, or they used some chemical that's very corrosive. But let's see if we can clean it up, and that was working again. And while I was about to pull a float bowl off, I just drained the gas out of it. I already noticed another problem, or what looks to be a problem. See that? That's the fuel screw. And you see this little black thing on there? That looks to be the fuel screw O-ring. It should not be there, and it's broken. So I'm guessing that has something to do with why it's not starting. This is obviously an aftermarket fuel screw. Okay, maybe it's not a problem. What I thought it was this O-ring here that was down here, but it looks like this O-ring just sits in this groove right here. Oh shoot, I forgot to check where the fuel screw is set at. If this O-ring was not there, that'd cause an air leak and make it run lean. It shouldn't need this second O-ring to properly seal it. Yeah, that's not going to stay on there. But I'll leave this out. Got the float bowl screws off. Let's see what we find in here. Okay, that doesn't look terrible. Float height seems to be pretty close. Pilot jet out. Ooh. Wow, that is in there. And it does not look to be clogged. That's good and bad. It would have been better if it was clogged, because that would have been a good cause of the problem, but it's not. So I need to check the factory jetting specs to see if this is actually right. So I took this accelerator pump cover off to look at the accelerator pump diaphragm and spring, and it was in there like this, and after looking at a diagram, I had to confirm it's upside down. I don't know if that has anything to do with how it started, because the accelerator pump it shoots an extra squirt of fuel in there when you whack the throttle right off idle. So it may or may not have anything to do with starting, but it definitely could have to do with blipping the throttle on a cold start, because I like to do that 2 or 3 times to squirt some extra fuel in there to make it richer. That seems to help it start easier on a cold start. I'm also going to spray in the passages to make sure that the accelerator pump passages are clear. That looks good. Now I'll take the cover. That's clear. I'm gonna put the pilot jet back in there, and I'm actually going to pull the carb off of the air boot so I can look and see if the accelerator pump is actually working properly. You can see the accelerator pump spigot or sprayer right there, and I'm whacking the throttle and there is no fuel coming out. The float bowl is full and there's no fuel, so there's something plugged up there, not working. More and more problems with this carb. So you can see it, there's the little accelerator pump. I've tried spraying brake cleaner along with some compressed air and still can't get it clean. I wouldn't be surprised if the mid-body is bad just because it's a 22-year-old bike, but whatever chemical that the mechanic used to clean this was really corrosive, so it also could have gummed up or ruined that mid-body gasket because it's rubber. But not just that, this throttle slide plate, so this is the engine side, it's upside down, this slide plate. This is wrong. This is right. We need to get this fixed. So I'm going to just take this whole carb apart, check out the mid-body, make sure everything is working properly, because whoever rebuilt this did a terrible job. I'm surprised. Actually, I'm not surprised that it doesn't run properly or start. If you want to see the full in-depth video on troubleshooting this, going through the carb rebuilding and tuning it, I have a complete step-by-step 4-stroke jetting made easy program. Or you can get started for free with my 5-minute fuel screw cheat sheet. The links to those are in the description below. Well, we got the squirter working. Ready to get back on the bike. Pew, 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 pew. Carb is all bolted up, and we got the zip tie mod on the choke, so it'll actually stay out. Ready to fire it up. How many kicks do you think it'll take? If it'll start at all? Give the throttle 1, 2, 3. Yeehaw! Time to go for a test ride. 2 kicks, that's pretty sweet. I just checked engine compression again, and even though it's not the greatest test since these have an auto decompression cam, I just still wanted to make sure that it was good. It was 78 psi, and I'm about to pull the cam cover off to check the valve clearance, and I noticed that this is loose. This engine mount, this is loose, this is loose. That one might be good, but man, what in the world? Someone must have been working on this. I don't know. Whoever worked on this before did not know what they were doing. It's like some kid that took stuff apart and didn't put it back together properly. This is why I like to do my own work, so I know what everything is like and that it'll be good by the time I'm done with it. Not that I'm the best mechanic, but if you just follow the service manual, you'll know that it's good or bad, each and every part of your bike. Alright, freshly rebuilt carb, just changed oil and filter, got the levers adjusted. Let's go for the first test ride. If we can get it started. Need some more leverage. Let's try the choke. Nope. Okay, let's try the hot start. Nope. It's always a pain when it's partially warmed up. It's hard to know if it needs choke, accelerator pump, hot start, nothing. Ooh, almost had it. Let's turn idle up a hair. Choke off. Gotta love these 450s. Hot start. Ooh, almost. Yeah, I needed hot start. It's already hot. also go more in depth on troubleshooting and fixing this bike, such as the secret little trick that I use to make the accelerator pump squirt even after cleaning the carb and it not squirting properly, as well as tuning jetting symptoms such as backfiring, popping on deceleration, and hanging idle. I cover that in my 4-stroke jetting made easy step-by-step video program. But if you just want to get started for free, you can download my 5-minute fuel screw cheat sheet, which shows you how to do it step by step, and the number one mistake that people make that makes them tune it the wrong direction. Or if you want to get your bike tuned by me, you can head to my website, fill out the form for carb tuning services. All the links to these are in the description below. I'm Kelly Fagin from MXHideout. Ride safe. Have fun.